check, check. Test, test. Okay. Okay, good morning. It's beautiful Sunday. And you see the good smell outside? That's all for you. Let's celebrate today. So today is a celebration, day of the celebration. We like to celebrate the victory of the New Jersey Family Church. We did many great things, amazing. The best offering to the Heavenly Parents and Holy Mother Han this time. So I like to share the announcement. Thank you for Middlesex County and Dr. Aguilar and the Filipino community. They are preparing the barbecue today. And also New Jersey Band and the Sunday School, AV system and the AV staff. Thank you very much. No. Okay, so today we like to celebrate our victory of the New Jersey Family Church. It's not only one person's effort. Everyone make effort for Heavenly Parents and true parents and for the world. Thank you all the New Jersey Family Church members. Thank you very much. Sorry. Especially today, we are inviting the newly blessed couple. And you will hear their testimonies today. And here is they are sitting in the front. Congratulations, newly blessed couple. And you have a special lunch with Pastor Naokimi today. And also another victory is the ACLC. More than 500 people, they participate cosmic blessing and entrance of celebration of the entrance of the Cheonwon-gun. And we are inviting the clergy clergy members who participate Korea pilgrimage, and would like to hear their live testimonies. So if you have time, Christianity is one of the very important role they are taking, especially in America. So please, please welcome and please come to the Victory Celebration Korea pilgrimage next Saturday, this coming Saturday. And we have a good audience. Congratulations, Yastaka's couple, Hojun Grace. That is her name. Yeah, congratulations. Actually, I have one more announcement. Oh, no. I just add, can you show one more pictures from my file? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, we have one new baby from Omar's couple. Congratulations, Amaya. Thank you. So more good fortune coming to New Jersey. Thank you very much. So I'm going to pass to the New Jersey family band.
All right, good morning, brothers and sisters. It's such a full day today. I'm happy to see that. So if everyone can please stand while we sing opening songs. This is fitting for the new age that we're in, especially after the blessing and the Chongwon opening.
Let us go.
drives out the darkness. Light that drives out the darkness is shining brightly from the east. Sons and daughters of light are dwelling in the garden there. This is God's land of righteousness, chosen by Him to do His will. These are God's people, chosen ones, upright mind and heart. As we now receive the love of God, our boundless source of life. Come, let's join together, and in brightness we shall live. We'll shine like the brightest star to warm the heaven and earth. Good that wins over evil is now uniting in the east. People longing for good are dwelling in the garden there. Country of prayer and holy life, honoring God eternally. People who wear the robe of white, sacrificing for the light. As we now receive the love of God, our boundless source of life. Come, let's join together, and in brightness we shall live. We'll shine like the brightest star to all of heaven and earth. Love that ends all the hatred is now the blossom in the east. Men refusing to sin are dwelling in the garden there. Ridiculed and rejected land, separates good from sinfulness. People who know the thorny path, knowing God's wondrous love. As we now receive the love of God, our boundless source of life. Come, let's join together, and in brightness we shall live. We'll shine like the brightest star to warm the heaven and earth. Greatest victory eternal is now beginning in the east. Those who crush evil ways are dwelling in the garden there. Country divided north and south, truly knows good from sinfulness. People who shed their precious blood, given for the sins of men. As we now receive the love of God, our boundless source of life. Come, let's join together, and in brightness we shall live. We'll shine like the brightest star to warm the heaven and earth. Brilliant glory of heaven now comes in power from the east. Those who carry the cross are dwelling in the garden there. Country where soon the sun will rise, welcoming soon the Son of Man. There the bright rose of Sharon blooms, beautiful garden of pride. As we now receive the love of God, our boundless source of life. Come, let's join together, and in brightness we shall live. Come, shine like the brightest star to warm the heaven and earth. We'll shine like the brightest star to warm the heaven and earth. Thank you, everyone.
Alrighty, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. So, yeah, before you take your seats, we're gonna have our meet and greet for the morning. So, walk around, meet someone new, say hello. There's a lot of bright, beautiful faces from Korea, so say hello to someone new today.
captivated. My space invaded, upgraded. I hear you talking to me. It's in the boom of the thunder, it's in the cool of the rain. And I'll say, I don't ever wanna get away. Tonight is beautiful, it's got my mind on you. And everywhere I turn is a reminder. I see you in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. I see you in everything. You're all up in everything. My soul's awakened, taken by all the beauty you bring. You got it blaring, I'm staring, love watching you do your thing. There's no mistaking your style, no mistaking your touch. I see the grand, I see the subtle of your love. Lord, I see you in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go.
Alrighty, everyone, make your way to your seats. Yes, good morning, good morning. Okay. So, yeah, we have a lot to celebrate today. So today is going to be a very victorious and celebratory Sunday service. So we want to keep a really bright and beautiful spirit. But to start off our series of celebrations, actually, we're going to be celebrating April birthdays. And so anyone who had a birthday in April, actually make your way to the front. And actually the pastors wanted to invite up all newly blessed couples as well. So newly blessed couples and also everyone who had a birthday in April. Please don't be shy, make your way to the front. Excuse me. Oh, almost more. Okay, so since there's multiple occasions, we're going to be singing, instead of happy birthday, we're going to be singing congratulations. Okay. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. Get around, get around. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Come on, squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in. Everyone, you can squeeze in and then gather around. Okay, and we'll blow out the candles, so everyone gather in. Everyone on the sides, please come in. Okay. Don't be shy. Okay, we won't bite, I promise. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then we'll cut the cake. So, maybe, and then put your hands on, and then you can put your hand on someone's shoulder if you're far away. Okay, okay. So, okay, 3, 2, 1. Yay! And so we'd like to invite up Pastor Naokimi for a benediction.
Okay, so today's a special month, so we're gonna pray for all the April birthdays and the newly blessed couples in New Jersey, okay? So please join me in my prayer. Dearest Heavenly Parent and our beloved true parents, we are so very grateful to be able to celebrate this special month in April 2025, where so many of your sons and daughters from our community were born in this month, and also many who have attended the Cosmic Blessing in Korea and in New Jersey. Please share your love and blessing upon each and every one of these sons and daughters. May you continue to guide them in their life, their journey, wherever they may be at, that you will show your love to them. And just want to also, as a community, welcome them back, appreciate them, really be grateful that they are alive and well and a part of this community. So thank you so much. I'd like to offer this prayer with gratitude and attendance to Holy Mother Han, and in my name as the senior pastor, Naokimi Ushoda, Blessed Central Family, Aju. All right, congratulations, everyone. You may be seated.
Okay. And so, okay, we'll move up here. Alrighty, and so now we can dismiss all of our Sunday school kids. And so anyone participating in the Sunday school, you can make your way to your classrooms. They're listed on the projector screens there. So please enjoy Sunday school and have an awesome day, kids. Strutting up the middle aisle. Okay, and so there's one additional announcement actually. So there's actually gonna be, well, we have it every year, but the Ocean Tribe Peace King Cup fishing tournament. And so we have a promotional video that we wanna show for that. So turn your attentions to the screens.
Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away.
2025.
Reckless love of God.
When I was your foe, still your love fought for me. You've been so good to me.
Alrighty, so that's in a few weeks, so be excited, and if you're interested, please register for that. It's a really beautiful way to spend time with friends, with family, and also a really special time to connect with our true parents who loved fishing as well. And you might even win a cash prize if you catch the biggest 3 fish, so. But yes, and so we'd like to actually invite up now a few testimony givers. So there was a lot that happened in the middle of April, so everything from the blessing ceremony to the opening of the Cheonwongung. And then so just to start us off, actually I wanted to invite up Mr. Warden, Mr. Greer Warden, to share about his experience and his testimony in giving a Cheonwongung donation. So please welcome him up.
Thank you, appreciate it. I was asked to give a testimony about the donations that I think we were all asked to give for the opening ceremony. And so, I mean, I think first thing to say is I appreciate that it's hard as any, like as a leader, it's hard to ask anyone to make a big donation. So I know our president, Dunkley, had set a fairly high goal for the country of $10 million, which I think we met. I don't know the final number, but I think it was met. And I think our pastor here in New Jersey set a relatively aggressive goal, and which I think we also met, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't see the final numbers. But all that, to me, it doesn't really matter whether we met it or not. I think what I took away from it was an opportunity to participate in what was happening in Korea. I know last year, I think, was actually supposed to be the original opening ceremony, was delayed till this year. And personally, I think I wasn't as invested last year, and this time was I personally felt by connecting more with the donation, it was just a way to connect more with what was going on in Korea, and the real purpose behind the opening of the temple. And our family actually went to Korea this year, so I had a chance to see or experience a little bit more of what the what the temple was, and I think that was a really good opportunity by being, first of all, just participating in it, and then that we ended up going. And my takeaway from what was at the temple and what was the purpose of it. I mean, Chungpyeong is really, I think Damien has laid it out in some of his YouTube videos and sort of sharing. There's a lot going on. There really is a lot more than just the Ansu sessions. It's really a whole complex and environment for a range of things to do in terms of obviously the spiritual part of the original sort of Chungpyeong prayer room and place, but there's the mountains, there's hiking, there's a lot of family activities to do, hiking. I enjoyed the barefoot walking on the trails the most, I think. Those were interesting. There's a tea house. A lot of places to have like a very fulfilling environment, both from a spiritual and physical place. So, but as in terms of the actual temple, we all had a chance to do like a tour after it was opened. And I think Pastor Keynote shared some photos last week of the main hall or the main sort of chapel. You go in and you put your hands in the water, clarify yourself, and there's a lot of photos and sort of murals that you could spend hours just sort of looking because they're very detailed and very historical. Even for like large pictures and small pictures, you can see little people's faces. You're like, oh, that's that brother. But outside of all that, just sitting in that chapel, I personally felt really the presence of God there. It just, when you pray, you have an experience where you break through and you feel something. But really in that chapel, I did feel that very strongly, that the presence of God was there. And, of course, that's the central purpose of what we're doing. So I don't fully understand what all happened or why, but I did very much feel strongly that was, in that chapel especially, that's what I felt. So it was just a good opportunity for me to personally connect and be connected to what was going on. So I appreciate the opportunity. So that's the testimony.
All right, thank you, Mr. Warden. Yeah, really the blessing and the opportunity to participate in such a historic and special occasion. So really grateful for that. And so next, we're going to have a few blessing testimonies. But before the testimony givers come up, actually we have a picture slideshow from the blessing. So turn your attention to the screens. Okay, okay, so there's, it's okay, yeah. There's just pictures of all the couples. So many couples from the district area went. And so actually they're all sitting in the front. So maybe could you all stand up and please give them a round of applause. Okay. So yeah, many of us had an opportunity to go to Korea, or people received the blessing here in the Clifton Church as well. And so, small anecdote, actually, especially for a lot of us brothers, we have international spouses, and so anytime we would have discussions by region, it would just be like a group of New Jersey brothers sitting alone, waiting for our spouses to finish their discussion in their countries, and then everyone else talking about it. So we kind of bonded together over that. But anyways, one of the I guess international brothers that I want to invite up is Takafumi Mashiko to give his testimony. So please welcome him up.
Sorry, I'm going to use my phone. Let's see. Okay. Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm blessed now. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's my now wife. Her name is Kinuka Ikeda, soon to be Kinuka Mashiko. Hey. Yeah, and to me, she is the cutest person in the whole world, and she is the best friend I can ever ask for, so yes. So I was asked to give a testimony about my experience in Korea. I assume the blessing ceremony, so I'm gonna give a testimony about my experience in the blessing day. I have a lot of stories I wanna share, but just the blessing day I'll share. The day started with the night before, 10:30 p.m. I slept, and I woke up at 12:30 a.m. the next day. So you might be asking, well, Takafumi, why didn't you sleep earlier? Well, I was preparing for the blessing until 10:30, and then I had to wake up at 12:30 to prepare for the blessing again. So it's crazy. And it was the reason why I prepared so much time to prepare was because it was my first time wearing a tux. It was my first time preparing my hair. I gelled it today to present a little bit. But, my first time, so obviously it's going to take time. So I prepared a lot of time. And when I showed myself in front of Kinuka, she was really happy. So, that was my goal. So that was great. But yeah, first time styling myself and being careful of my appearance. And I went into the World Peace Center. And you can imagine a lot of people lining up to go to the building. And then as we line up, it's chilly, but we go through the security and it's a burst of warm atmosphere and warm air just coming to your face. You can feel it all around your body. Just everyone smiling, talking, taking pictures. But at the same time, you can tell, it's so hard to move. So, but it was just a really bright atmosphere. And Kinuka and I kind of skipped taking pictures because we already took a lot of pictures in the hotel. And then we squirmed our way and we were looking for our seats. And we were so lucky because the first row, we were sitting in the first row. So, I'm happy for Mr. Graham. He took a lot of good pictures for us. So perks of sitting in the first row. But the highlight, of course, is the main event, the ceremony. And I think the first thing that I reflected was, it's not in the order of event, so I apologize, but the first thing I realized when I reflected was mother's love. And I feel like it was one of the few times, or maybe my first time, that I realized that mother prayed for us, or mother prayed for me specifically, I felt like today, for the blessing. And I just felt like, wow, mother prayed for me. Like, this included the special grace, so I felt like for me to start over anew in my journey with this person, with my beloved, but also to inherit the victory of Chongwon-gun and True Parents' victory. So I was really honored by that. And then as I reflected, one other thing I realized was that there were so many dignitaries present there. President of Guatemala gave a talk, and also Archbishop Stallings presented. And I asked myself, why did Mother invite these people to give a talk? Because our blessing comparison to a secular world is the wedding, right? And I remembered Reverend Dunkley's education or sermon about what Mother originally wanted as like a blessing during her 1960 blessing, where all the leaders should have came to honor her, and honor true parents' marriage, holy marriage supper of the Lamb. Oh my gosh, that's wordful. And what I felt from that was that Mother really wanted to present us with the same gift she would have liked to receive for us. And, but I also thought of this question, like, what other wedding would have leaders, international leaders? And I think only royal weddings would have leaders. And so I really felt like Mother was trying to treat us as her children, like a royalty, and really uplift that blessing ceremony. But yeah, blessing is magical. Before the blessing, Kinuka and I would not even hold hands. After the blessing, we now hold hands. And we had a date after Korea and Japan. I really think blessing is a magical ceremony where it really feels like our preparation came to fulfillment, and God gave us the permission to start. Go ahead. It's a new journey. And I can tell that Kinuka, through Kinuka, I feel so much of God's love. And I could never imagine that, wow, how powerful a conjugal love is from that, a best friend is. Maybe I have to dig in deeper, right? My journey only started, but yeah, I have no idea, you're right. But, it was really nice. So, yes, I think that's my reflection so far. I think I have to reflect a lot more, to be honest, to fully appreciate the blessing ceremony. But to conclude my testimony, I just want to give gratitude. I want to give gratitude to God and true parents, Jesus and Spirit World, for listening to my prayers. I want to thank my parents for finding the love of my life. And I'd like to thank all the first generation uncles and aunts, my older brothers and sisters who were blessed before me. If you have not fought for God and at times against the world, I don't think I would have had the opportunity to inherit the blessing. And I would like to thank my fellow peers and my friends for encouraging me, congratulating me, and at times listening to me. For those actions helped me become a happy man. So thank you so much.
Wow. Yeah, thank you so much, Takafumi, for really sharing the beautiful insight, but also kind of your transformative and really a bright future that you have. So thank you. And the next testimony giver I'd like to invite up is Amanda Thiemann. So please welcome her up.
Hello, good morning. I'm also going to be looking at my phone because I tend to ramble a lot and I need to stay on track. So please forgive me if I'm not looking straight. But yes, these are some photos that we took from the blessing. It was definitely an amazing experience. I have yet to sit down and reflect because the moment I got back home, knocked out during the daytime, and then I started going to work. But I will be sure to also reflect a lot more later. But the blessing is definitely something that I was really looking forward to. It's something that I've wanted since I was really young. I remember being devastated because, when I was 12, I really wanted to receive the blessing from True Father, and then he passed away that year, and I was like, oh, I can never have a good husband but Ricky has proven me wrong. So it's really nice. So I'm really glad that I'm able to receive the blessing with someone who I love being around so much. He's like one of my best friends. And I feel like not only in the last couple of years we've been pretty close. Like we met on GPA, and then I helped him a lot with staffing for camps and winter workshops in the Midwest for the past couple of years also. But yeah, throughout this whole process and like the matching and blessing, we've definitely gotten a lot closer, and it hasn't hit me completely that I'm married to him. Like, oh, how is it even possible that I'm married to and blessed to such a good guy? Like, I don't even know what I did to deserve that, but yeah, there's definitely been moments here and there where, like, I've been really excited to be his wife. Yes, so being blessed in Korea specifically was a really amazing experience. I think one of the biggest parts that made the whole experience really nice is seeing everyone, seeing all my friends, and my sister also came to Korea to support me, and being with her during that time was really great as well. Being with Ricky's brothers who were able to go as well. And I also had invited some childhood friends who, they're not church members, but the last time I invited them to come to like a church event was to come to go when I was still a participant. So it's a big jump to invite them to come to see me in the blessing. But they were really excited to do so, and they really enjoyed the whole thing. And it was really an amazing experience. I was really nervous about it too, but they really enjoyed it, and they had nothing but positive things to say. So I was really happy that they were able to be there for me as well, and that I was able to see so many lovely faces and say hi to so many people that I see all the time, but also I haven't seen in a long time as well. And also, I was able to make a lot of friends with being part of the performance couples dancing for True Mother after the whole like main blessing ring exchange and everything like that. And that was a great experience within itself. I think I wouldn't have had such a unique experience if I wasn't. Originally, Ricky and I we're like trying to like nudge for like representative couple, but I think God knew that this was better suited for me because I do love to dance, and it's something really magical to be able to see True Mother so happy with our dancing, even though we were not perfect, but it's okay. But yeah, it was very enjoyable. I felt a lot of love through a lot of people during the whole ceremony, through Ricky, through our choreographer, through all the people that we were surrounded by. Yes, and yeah, I think being part of the performance crew and being able to do that with Ricky, it really helped to hammer in like the relationship that I'm going to be having with him. And it gave us lots of things to do besides the actual prepping for the blessing. We didn't have a lot of sleep. The moment I saw the schedule, I was like, oh, 11:30 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. hair and makeup, oof. So already, I think I had 1 hour sleep in 36 hours. But it was nonetheless a very exhilarating and fun experience. I don't think I really felt too tired except for afterwards because of how much everything was going on and so much adrenaline. But yes, being able to stand in front of True Mother, our friends and our family on stage to be able to perform was really a magical experience. And overall, the experience of being able to receive the blessing was really joyful, despite all the stressful things here and there. There were like stuff like, oh, I almost thought I wasn't gonna get my dress. I almost thought I didn't have a dress. It was crazy. And then I also one time looking around for my guests, I got my dress stuck in the escalator. So that was a lot of messy things going on. Makeup on my dress from hugging a lot of people. But I think all of that was not enough to deter my happiness. So yeah, being able to see my sister, Ricky's brothers, and all of my friends together as a group especially was really amazing for me too, because it's like all separate people in my life, but to be able to see them all in one group for this event made me really happy. And it was like, oh, there's not a lot of events in my life where that can happen. And afterwards, we enjoyed a nice trip around Seoul, but that's a whole different thing. But yeah, ultimately, I feel like receiving the blessing, it kind of feels like my ultimate goal has been reached. It's like something I feel like I've been working towards for years, and a part of me is just like, oh, well, now that's over. But at the same time, it's also kind of a start of a new adventure, a new beginning, and it's part of the why I have become so excited. It's like, oh, well, now the blessing's over, but now I get to spend my whole life trying to do new things and grow and do so many amazing things with Ricky. And I'm really grateful for True Mother and God and my parents for supporting me in that, for giving me that blessing. Because I feel like I've received a lot more blessings than I anticipated or that I could hope for. And that's only because there was so much foundation that was built upon, built to get me to this moment, all the conditions that's been made by myself, by my friends, by my family, by my matching supporter. And I don't know, it feels like, oh, even after that, I feel like I'm not good with claiming victory, so I'm just like, oh, but I still feel like I don't really deserve all this, but I'm really grateful to have it, and yeah, this whole experience was nothing without them, so yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Amanda. Yeah. I wish we had a recording. Oh, I'm sure many of you saw it live, but I wish we had a recording of their beautiful dance that they performed on stage. And so there are many people that you'd recognize, or a few people from America and missionaries here that you'd recognize on the stage for the dance team. But yeah, so for all blessed people who got blessed, we're going to be joining upstairs lunch with the pastors after service. So you don't need to go downstairs and line up, but you can head upstairs and we'll have a nice celebration together with the pastors. But anyway, so please welcome back up the Clifton Band.
Hey, hello everyone. It's nice to see everyone. This room is actually so much more full than it was before, so this is great. So yes, this offering song is going to be "Tell Your Heart to Beat Again," and I think it's a little self-explanatory, but because of this really amazing event in Korea, it feels like a new start for a lot of people, and especially the beginning of God's, for God to have a home, somewhere to dwell. And it's just a time of renewal for many people, even those who didn't receive the blessing or who didn't go to Korea. But yeah, I hope that the Spirit can reach your heart. Shattered like you've never been before. The life you knew in 1,000 pieces on the floor, and words fall short. Times like these, when this world drives you to your knees, you think you're never gonna get back to the you used to be. Tell your heart to beat again. Close your eyes and breathe it in. Let the shadows fall away. Step into the light of grace. Yesterday's a closing door. You don't live there anymore. Say goodbye to where you've been and tell your heart to beat again. Beginning, just let that word wash over you. It's alright now. Love's healing hands have pulled you through, so get back up. Take step one, leave the darkness, feel the sun. 'Cause your story's far from over, and your journey's just begun. Tell your heart to beat again, and close your eyes and breathe it in. Let the shadows fall away. Step into the light of grace. Yesterday's a closing door. You don't live there anymore. Say goodbye to Dear most beloved Heavenly Parent, and our true parents, good morning. We're so grateful to be here on Sunday together, sharing. As we share this common dream and common goal we have ahead of us, I pray that this Sunday we can be renewed in our faith and we can feel your presence in our heart, not just in our minds or our understanding, but really, God, that you can be in our heart and you can be in every person as we greet each other and connect. And I pray that you can really give us strength this week to continue on our lives, especially with this your new home in Korea, but also here with us. We're just so excited to welcome you in our lives every day. Please, thank you so much for giving us so much grace every day. And I pray we can feel that again this week. And also through this message Reverend Dunkley is going to share. And we love you so much, God. Please always be a part of our lives. And I pray in gratitude and attendance to Holy Mother Han, Nimi Ajinong, daughter, blessed family, Aju.
Let's give a hand to the band. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. It's good to see you all. Today is really a celebratory day. We wanted to take time to share some of the experiences that happened recently in Korea. And I wanted to just share briefly some comments on the testimonies that were shared and also my own lasting impression from my experience in Korea. And then I'll introduce Damien's message, which will be the main message for today's service. So in terms of the questions that Greer, you posed, yes, we did reach our goals. We reached $11.5 million offered from America this past time, and the New Jersey Family Church goal was actually about $1 million, and we actually offered $1.2 million. So thank you everyone for contributing towards this goal. But I think the main point you made, Greer, about really participating in this opportunity, in this historic opportunity, I really feel like this is from personal experience, when I give my offering, I'm really having the chance to, even though I can't physically help build that building or whatever purpose, I'm actually able to offer my devotion through that offering in that way. So I know that it's I think part of the reason you felt that experience was also because of your investment that you made. So thank you again, Greer, and all those who donated for the Cheongwon project. We will be giving out awards later. We have, I heard the awards are coming in next Wednesday, and then in May we'll set up a ceremony for those who were able to offer. Okay, and Takafumi. Hopefully we should train our brothers to do their hair before the blessing. But I think it was a really cute testimony. Every journey is unique. Some were really recommended and introduced from their parents just a few months before. Others, as Amanda shared, had a chance to spend time and get to know them for years beforehand. So every journey, and even we had some couples here in New Jersey who were already married and they received education and participated in the blessing. So really, there's so many now unique journeys or process to the blessing. And we really want to open our arms and welcome everyone to consider really going on the blessing journey with us, okay? As for me, this past time was more of, I felt like it was like a spiritual retreat for me. I didn't have any responsibilities. We were in a nice hotel and a pension afterwards, and I didn't have to stay up till 1 a.m. or get up at 1 a.m. I mean, it was so relaxing for me. I felt almost guilty, but not really. And yeah, to me, it was the event itself, how much preparation went in for that moment. When Mother walked in for the entrance ceremony and she offered the prayer, she was in tears with gratitude and also a bit of like apology I felt in her heart that we couldn't do this, or that she couldn't do this earlier for God. This kind of, or she couldn't offer more, something like that. I really felt her heart of like a filial daughter towards God. Like, I want to give more, but thank you for, allowing this to happen. So it was a very proud moment. And also they had this, Mother did an inheritance ceremony with her 2 grandchildren, couples. Shinhonim and Shinchulnim's couples. There's a 3rd generation, her grandchildren. And I felt like this was a very important ceremony to pass on the spiritual responsibility of the movement to the 3rd generation. So I thought that those 2 things were really important, connecting with Mother's heart of Hyojang in that moment of prayer, and also this inheritance ceremony. And I was one of the, 546 people. I counted all the seats. I like counting. So in that hall at the entrance ceremony, and it was really, it was over the top. We were in like these purple robes. I had a tux. It was my first time wearing a tux myself. I did my hair since high school, but first time for a tux. But on top of the beautiful tux, we had this full robe. I don't know, it's like, why wear a tux when you're covering it up with a robe? But anyway, we were really looking good from inside out, but it was all to really prepare the best offering in front of God on that day. So definitely memorable. My lasting kind of impression from that experience was that we have entered a new time, a new era. And I really feel something like, Takino-san shared last week on blessing and grace. And I definitely felt like there was tremendous blessing, and this sense of grace is like really present in my heart. Like, no matter like what I do, there's this unconditional love of God that is constantly pouring over me. And yeah, I must say, I don't think I've always felt that. I'm not a feeler, but I haven't always felt grace. I felt a lot of responsibility, a lot of accomplishment, a lot of duty, innovation, but grace is not really a common feeling for me. But recently I've been feeling a lot of that grace, and I feel like we're entered in this era based on the victory of our true parents and Holy Mother Han. And I'm excited. So the one other word I would say is I really feel hope. I feel like anything that we've been holding on to of the past that has limited us, we can let it go. Concepts, fears, worries, all of that, we can let it go. And there's so much hope and excitement coming forward. So I'm very excited about what's to come. And yeah, this message we're about to hear, this is from President Dunkley. He is our Continental Director for North America. He was sharing, this is, I believe it's the same day of the entrance ceremony. No. It might have been a few days after. Yeah, this is right before he's about to fly back from Korea. But he's sharing his experience at the entrance ceremony. And yeah, I think he brings up a few points that's going to be important for each of you to think about, because I feel like I will be working with President Dunkley very closely. I'm actually meeting him tomorrow for a couple days with the new leadership that were appointed. And so I want you to hear directly from his mouth what's on his heart, and that way you get a preview of what I'll be working with this community to implement. So it's about 20 minutes, but please stay attentive. Try to think about how does this apply to me, and also we'll have a discussion right afterwards with reflection on this. Okay, so let's play the video.
I think springtime is my favorite time of year. And springtime has definitely begun. I've been here for the past 6 or 7 weeks. And I've traveled and walked throughout all these hills in the rain, in the cold, in the snow, and now also in the sun. The trees are blossoming, blooming, the flowers blooming. Springtime has begun, and I think that is true also for what we call human history. I do believe a new era, a new history, or a new springtime has come. And to that point, I'd like to share a brief testimony. As a part of the Family Federation movement and also the broader Peace Starts With Me movement in the United States, we've been very busy over the past few years preparing for this month, April 2025, when our Holy Mother Han, the Mother of Peace, would open the Chonwongung, the Chonil Sanctum. We can consider it as the temple of peace, temple of prayer, a universal temple of peace and prayer for all of God's children, for all humanity. We've been waiting and preparing for this day for many years, actually, but especially the last few years leading up to this time. And I just want to thank all the members of the movement at every level of the movement in America. Thank you so much for your prayers, for your support, and all that we've done together to prepare an American offering, an American contribution, an American piece of this global phenomenon that's happening right here in Gapyeong, in the middle of the Korean peninsula. You know, from this place, it is not far to reach the 38th parallel, where you have perhaps, to this day, the starkest delineation, the remnants of the most brutal divide, not really between communism and democracy, because those are political attributes in a sense, but really the ideology under those attributes is most fundamentally a denial of God or an acceptance of God. Fundamentally, you know. No God, no freedom of religion, which leads to really no freedom of thought and expression, versus an acceptance, an attendance, a love for God, and a freedom of religion for all humanity to relate with God in their way and to express it in any which way that mirrors their faith. But the Mother of Peace, Holy Mother Han, believes that we are living now, right now, through the threshold, stepping over a threshold in time of what we call human history that is unique to all time that we've ever studied, ever lived. As it relates to all of the various branches of faith, it is a time when all of these faith movements are being invited to see and to fulfill the conclusion, the very purpose of their faith. Because the purpose of all faith is to reconnect us to God. And the Mother of Peace, Holy Mother Han, has, with this temple, she has declared an era of Heavenly Parent, not just Heavenly Father or Heavenly Mother, but Heavenly Parent being invited back home, in substance, to live with all His children. So that's kind of the meaning of it. But what's been my experience? My experience, I came out early because I wanted to make sure that all the work we were doing in America was lining up with where we needed to land here. And because everything was going to be very busy, I did not use the usual accommodations. I've been staying here at the August resort, which honestly during this time usually is empty, but they opened it up for us. There was also a few brothers and sisters from Europe staying here. But Yumiko and I were here from the beginning of March, actually, and together here just to pray, to prepare, working, of course, with America, but also able to work more closely with what's been happening here in preparation for this great day that just occurred, April 13th, 2025, the entrance ceremony of the Chonmongung. And so, what was my experience on that day? Many of you will know that my son and daughter were also blessed on the 12th as a part of the beautiful, large-scale, 5,000 couple marriage blessing ceremony. That was already a big enough event. Even just one child, let alone two, was already a big enough event to be life-changing. And it was for our family and for my children. And then on the 13th, the day that Mother entered with God, this holy sanctum, that I promise you, you don't need to take my word for it. You just need to come and see it for yourself. I just want to share with you one experience of all the many I could share. By virtue of my current position in which I serve, I was part of a procession as a part of the ceremony. And I was seated, therefore, in the front row. My view of the entire experience was a front row seat. And sitting in this room, which was already bright and beautiful, everything built with white marble and ornate, just simple refinements in gold, and the beautiful artworks that Mother prepared to tell the providential history. I mean, the beauty of the space is already uplifting, mind-blowing, mind-cleaning, heart-warming, heart-lifting, right? The beauty itself, in stone. Beautiful. And you might think that the room couldn't become any brighter or any more spirit-filled. But during this ceremony, when Mother came in the room, the big gates opened and Mother made a very slow and purposeful procession up to the end and up the steps, and then there's a chair. She turned around to face the people. Many might see it just as a ceremony, a religious ceremony, But what was my experience? My experience in that moment was so profound and so deep. And I'm telling you, I've felt the Spirit, I've felt the Holy Spirit many, many times in my life. I've had many stages of rebirth. I've had many stages of feeling myself completely reborn through the grace of God, through the Spirit of God. Many of you know the feeling. Once you go through those experiences, they are transformational. It's not as a result of a book that you've read or a lecture that you've received or a powerful testimony that you've heard. Those might be triggers, but this is something that happens to you also in some sense with God's timing. It's not something that you can control. In my experience, it's something that happens to you, with you, for you. And it's overwhelming. And so when Mother was entering the room, we knew that this procession and this ceremony was also not just symbolic, but the very act of substantially inviting God back home. You know, it wasn't just our first ancestors kicked out of the garden. This idea of building a beautiful environment where human beings could live in joyful relationship with God and giving birth to joyful children and a joyful God-centered lineage. This is not just a dream of poetry, of romantics, of philosophers and religious thinkers. It's God's dream. But we delayed that dream, and with that delay, we delayed God's experience also. We didn't just set off on a lonely course of human history, lost, ignorant, conflict and war. It was also God that was left behind. God was lonely because for God to create us for the purpose of joyful parent-child relationship, how can the parent be joyful without the children joyfully connecting as a family? So, it wasn't just the ancestors that were kicked out and lonely. God too was kicked out of the garden. God too was lonely. And this ceremony was not just symbolic of inviting God home, but it was done so on the substantial foundation of 6,000 years of preparation. All the great saints and sages and leaders and central figures, especially like Jesus, true parents, and all these key people that have laid the foundation for this woman, the Mother of Peace, Holy Mother, Han, to claim and proclaim on the foundation of the blood, sweat, and tears of all of the great sacrificial people, including first and foremost and finally herself as God's only begotten daughter. To build God a home worthy of inviting not just God or Heavenly Parent or Heavenly Mother, but Heavenly Father or Heavenly Mother, but Heavenly Parent back home. And that's what I felt in that moment as I was standing there watching Mother come in. You know, I'm supposed to stand there and wait my part for the procession. I have a role. But I became like, I felt my spirit just pulling me down with a desire to bow before this presence of God. I felt the presence of God pouring over me through every cell in my body. I felt it many times before, but this time it was like just crying, tears of gratitude, not tears of pain and repentance of the past. Yes, surely there's many things to be sorry about of the past. But the tears of gratitude were overwhelming because I just felt, yes, God is here in this place in a degree I've never felt before. And claiming a victory that I don't think we've ever seen before to this point. And as I saw Mother standing there, my human experience was how insignificant all of my life has been until now. My stories, I've got great stories, great experiences, many difficult experiences too, but I just felt in that moment, no matter how great my life or how challenging or how big my life may appear to have been, nothing. And then even all the way extending to my ancestors. all of my ancestors' stories, all in some sense meant in absolutely nothing, absolutely zero in this moment, in comparison to what I was seeing here before me, in comparison to this moment, it all meant absolutely nothing, in a good way. You know, you watch the nature documentaries when an animal is hunting its prey, maybe a lion tames a deer of some kind, and there's a struggle, there's a fight, but at a certain point, the animal that's being hunted just surrenders. Like there's a grip on it. It surrenders. Perhaps at that moment, the animal knows that at this point, I now need to offer my life. There's no more fighting it. There's no more running away. I now completely surrender my life to the lion or to the tiger, because I now will become one with this animal. I will now become one with this which is greater and more powerful than me. And that's that's one way, one analogy to describe the really spirit-filled, holy, and deep realm of gratitude that I felt. I couldn't actually physically bow, but my body, my spirit really wanted to bow before God in this moment, to become a complete zero, completely surrendered. There's nothing of mine that I need to bring here. There's nothing more that I need to bring in tow. There's no ideas or concepts from the past that matter, because not only myself, but not only my ancestors, perhaps all of human history is now being absorbed into this one moment and becoming an absolute zero. Actually, not to be part of a new era or a new history. In fact, to be a part of the history. This is the era. And that means everything that has gone before this time really has no meaning or no bearing. Yes, many of us still live with all of this to figure out. But it's more true to say that this isn't a new era or a new history. We have now entered history, his story. We have now entered the true era or true origin point of history for humanity alive, because for the first time we have Heavenly Parent with a sanctified and sovereign space with true parents, substantiated and fulfilled by Holy Mother Han, the only begotten daughter, which fulfilled that which Jesus 2,000 years ago and which Father inherited 60 plus years ago to complete, is now being completed. How many of us understand this? I don't know. A handful, 100, 1,000, 1,000,000? I don't know. But I'm testifying to you, this is my experience of what is happening now. It is not just a new era and a new history, it is the era, the history. And all of our questions and confusions, which still may need their time to unfold and debate and understand, it all really just comes from what was really a past history that not only should have never occurred, but it did. And so God is now absorbing it all into this point. And through this vortex, we're now going to see something different, something very different. And it's ours to build together with God. This is incredible. This is my testimony, just one piece of it. And so I really want to thank all of our brothers and sisters around the world for being a part of this, especially our members in America and North America, including Canada, folks. So this is my last moment here. This is my last hour here. As I give you this short message, I'm coming back to America on my way. And I've asked that our leaders take a few days with their family to rest and recuperate, because what we're about to do right now, starting from the beginning of May in North America, we're going to do something that has as yet never been achieved in our movement in America. And this is an invitation to everybody watching, and I will share with you right now what it is. Many of you know that Father told the early members and leaders in America that we should get to a threshold of 30,000 members, and we may have come close here and there, but this is a promise, I think, that the American movement made to Father and Mother. And as yet, have we seen it? I'm not talking about all of our friends that we might count among the hundreds of thousands and millions. My vision is, by Mother's 100th birthday, by Holy Mother Han's 100th birthday, how many happy, healthy, beautiful children, blessed children, will we have in North America? I have a vision for that world. Happy, healthy, public-minded, beautiful children being born of these blessed families. I'm sure my son and daughter will contribute to that, my own grandchildren. But it's all about creating the environment for wonderful people to come together and build beautiful, blessed families together and raise beautiful, healthy, and happy children. This is all God has longed for from the beginning. And all of the conditions have been met. We can do this. And so I want to fulfill that promise that America made to True Father by 2027. So those of you who know what I'm talking about know what that means. But I'm declaring it right here, and our leaders are going to do this together with us. Our members are going to do this together with us, and the new people joining are going to be the best people to help us do this. So brothers and sisters all across North America, I give you my honest testimony. Something of a miraculous, unmeasurable value just happened. A quantum shift, a dynamic shift on the planet just occurred. And if you see any barriers between you and fulfilling God's will, they must be figments of your imagination. They must be figments and memories and echoes of the past, which really plays no import anymore into the future. And human beings around us, around you, will say things like this, that there might be reasons why we can't do this, that, or the other, but I promise you, it's just echoes of a history that no longer belongs, actually. Does that sound crazy? It's because Heavenly Parent has only ever dreamed of living in joyful oneness with His children. That's our job. Anyone watching this, anyone who's a part of the North American movement, that's our job. If you like that job, if you like that purpose, then join me, join our members across the country, and let's do this. Let's bring an offering in 2027 that doesn't just put America and North America on the map.
All right, let's give a hand to President Dunkley. There's about 4 or 5 more minutes of that, but we also sent it out by email if you'd like to watch the rest. Anyway, so that's kind of what I wanted to hear directly from President Dunkley's mouth. You can tell he's very energized. Anyway, I do feel we are in a new history. I think this is my 3rd time watching this, but kind of the way I understood it so far is we're in a time where we can experience the original history as God intended from the beginning. So without the remnants of the fall or restoration, but having an environment where God's children could naturally grow in the way that God wanted. So, if you even go to the Cheonpyeong area, it's very beautiful. I mean, we're talking not just these magnanimous buildings for devotion to God, but there's like an aqua garden, there's a bird garden, there's a flower garden, there's like 10 cafes. I mean, it's not just spiritual, it's like a physical Garden of Eden that's being built there for us to experience. And the one thing that I remember in a meeting afterwards that I heard Mother say was, Mother wants us to accomplish 10 times, 100 times more than what she accomplished. And I was like, wait a minute. I was thinking about 1% or 0.1% of what Mother did to do that in New Jersey, but she has bigger dreams. She has God's dream in her heart. And so I'm excited about working together with this community to really start building even more than before and replicating some of that environment so that our families can experience kingdom of heaven right here in New Jersey. So that's kind of the basic idea. I'm going to work out some more details with Damien this coming week. But I'd like you to take the next 4 minutes to reflect on your own and share with a neighbor any insights that you got from the message from President Dunkley. Okay, so let's also, those online, please take a few minutes to reflect. And if you're with anybody, please share. Strategy with the 30,000 new members. My hope is not 30,000 new members, but make it 30,000 active members. That's I want to make the goal. So I need to negotiate, discuss with new members again. Like you said, you can sign. That's what I want to know. Current active numbers. If you have 30,000 current active members, that would be amazing. I think it's the testimonies of the blessed couples, the young blessed couples, and then have a Okay, let's wrap up our conversations. Please thank your neighbor. Thank them for sharing. Yeah, so maybe the band can get ready soon. Yeah, due to time, we'll kind of wrap it up here, but I hope you had a chance to reflect on the message. For me and Takino-san, we were briefly sharing, but he was saying that the most important mission that he feels he needs to focus on is his own family, feeling happy, healthy, public-minded, and regardless of our different mission or work that we have, that comes back to the central point of our life of faith together with our family is to substantiate God's love there. So let's keep that in mind. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to the band for the closing song. All right, let's welcome them back.
Oh yeah, if everyone could please stand. We're going to offer our tithes now. Yes. Oh yeah, please feel free to come up. And yeah, thank you. Now we're going to go into our closing song, so please enjoy. I'm so blessed, hallelujah, I'm blessed, I'm so blessed, hallelujah, I'm blessed. Trouble knocking at my door today, I ain't gonna let it in. Worry wanna steal my joy away, I ain't gonna let it win. On my best day, I'm a child of God. On my worst day, I'm a child of God. Oh, every day, it's a good day. You're the reason why I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. God is heartbeat in my chest. No, it doesn't matter about the rest. If I got you, Lord, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. Hallelujah, blessed. I'm so blessed. Hallelujah, blessed. And when I count the problems that I see, hope is all but gone. But when I count the ways you're good to me, you got me counting all day long. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. God is heartbeat in my chest. No, it doesn't matter about the rest. If I got you, Lord, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. God is heartbeat in my chest. No, it doesn't matter about the rest. If I got you, Lord, I'm so blessed. 'Cause on my best day, I'm a child of God. On my worst day, I'm a child of God. Oh, every day is a good day. You're the reason why. On my best day, I'm a child of God. On my worst day, I'm a child of God. Oh, every day is a good day. You're the reason why. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. God is heartbeat in my chest. No, it doesn't matter about the rest. If I got you, Lord, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. God is heartbeat in my chest. No, it doesn't matter about the rest. If I got you, Lord, I'm so blessed. 'Cause on my best day, I'm a child of God. On my worst day, I'm a child of God. Oh, every day is a good day. You're the reason why. On my best day, I'm a child of God. On my worst day, I'm a child of God. Oh, every day is a good day. You're the reason why. I'm so blessed. Hallelujah, I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. Hallelujah, I'm blessed. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you everyone. So, actually, yeah, because it's a victory celebration, I don't know if you guys have smelled the delicious food kind of trickling in through the windows. So we're having a barbecue, and so lunch, it won't be downstairs, but you can go outside to grab your food and then make your way downstairs to sit. For blessed couples, again, we'll be in the Magnolia Room at 12. But also, before we head out, we're going to be taking a quick group photo as newly blessed couples. So hang around for that. But yes, thank you everyone. God bless you, and we'll see you next week.